Voltaire's Candide was a groundbreaking, fast-paced, boundary-pushing satire with clever plot twists, dark irony, and wicked humor. Voltaire comes across as a Seth MacFarlane of the late 1750s. His Peter Griffin style, racist, sexist, ethnic stereotyping is merciless. 250 years ago, Candide was so shocking that it got banned. No wonder it became a delicious forbidden fruit for many readers. In 2025, it's not that big of a deal. After reading a few dozen pages, the pattern becomes clear. Everywhere this poor Candide goes, there's trouble. There are quite a few good video reviews of Candide on YouTube. For example, Hank Green's Crash Course video is an excellent introduction and summary. I hate to say this, but if a student doesn't have the time to read 120 pages of the original, this video alone is a good starting point. However, if somebody needs to go in deeper, not to worry. The text is quite juicy. Voltaire has a unique flavor. Many thinkers have struggled with the problem of evil. Why is there suffering if a perfect God created the best possible world for us? If this was true, then we should just go with the flow, enjoy the good things, and rationalize our suffering, right? Nobody has a charmed life. I had my share of joy and misery, and I continue to face challenges. I have some ideas that could help a lot of people, but the bane of my life is that it's hard to reach the very people who would need these ideas the most. I have to face it, I'm a tiny voice in a noisy world. It's frustrating. Now, should I give up and turn away from this noisy world? Go and take care of my garden and grow more tomatoes in my backyard? Is that what Voltaire suggests? Peter Braun was born into an ethnic German Mennonite family in the Soviet Union. Ooh, this was already not good. As a conscientious objector on religious grounds, he didn't want to serve in the Red Army, so he was sent to a gulag to work himself to death. But he was one of those guys who had the nasty habit of surviving. At the end of the war, he escaped to the American side and came to Canada. Here, he married a German girl, Hella, who was a victim of ethnic cleansing by the Soviets. These two knew that this was not the best of all possible worlds. Peter and Hella lived an exemplary and productive life in this house. The talented Hella became an artist, and her nativity scene dolls got on Canadian postage stamps, for which she got the Order of Canada. Unfortunately, Hella's health was compromised, courtesy of the Soviets, so they couldn't have kids. Peter was more than a handyman. He was a problem solver, a creator. He took good care of this house and its garden. In the garage, I found these pathetic-looking boxes full of German books, German classics, Goethe, Schiller, Heine, Rilke, Thomas Mann, the treasures that German culture gave to the world. This was exactly what the Soviets wanted to delete. They wanted to annihilate this culture together with the people who represented it. Peter and Hella became a little bit like Bradbury's book people in Fahrenheit 451. These books became their inner garden. This is what they cultivated. Peter and Hella are gone. A few neighbors and some old people from their church remember them. And the books I showed you in the garage, those books will not be read by anybody again, and they eventually end up in a recycling bin. It seems like a huge loss. But ideas are more than printed words on paper, and they also have a habit of surviving. The ideas in those books will be recycled.